After 26 years, I finally see the sort of political awareness that never existed before in my country. And that's what scared these people who tried to kill me.
Former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan hits back at critics, saying he does not need to score political points from his attempted assassination.
My party right now is by far the most popular party in Pakistan's history. I don't need that sort of popularity.
The cricketer turned politician explains how he detailed the plot to assassinate him and how the narrative was orchestrated to present the shooter as a religious fanatic.
On the 24th of September, I actually went into a public rally and gave the script of what was going to happen to me 6 weeks ago, where point by point I said that first, these statements that I had committed blasphemy. Then they would be picked up by the government-owned media, government ministers. Then they would start the PTV, Pakistan Television. For 4 days they ran this thing that I've committed offended religious opinions, and the whole idea behind was to have eventually, in the name of a religious fanatic, have me assassinated. And by the way, he was not a religious fanatic because social media is so active these days. They went and interviewed all the people around him, the neighbors and everyone, and this guy didn't even say his prayers. Forget about him being a religious fanatic. But he was trained in shooting. What happened was that this guy would have killed most of, the 3 or 4 people on top, because he was only a few feet away, and he fired a burst. But as he was taking his gun out, one of the person in the crowd, and you can see it in the video, when he saw him taking the gun out, he put his hand on the gun, so the burst, rather than hitting us on the top body, as it went down, it hit us on the legs. So as it hit us on our legs collapsed. So as I was falling, and this is exactly the situation, the guy on my left, because the bullets hit us on our legs. We had this hail of bullets go over our head. So there was a shooter in front. There was this guy who's been caught. But there was another guy, because another burst of gunfire came, and we had bullets going over our heads as we were falling. Had we not fallen, this other guy would certainly have got us. So there were definitely 2 shooters, some said 3. Most of the people on the container saw the fire from the front.
Khan explains why he believes a government investigation would not be transparent or objective.
My party rules in Punjab. Punjab police is under my party. I am the ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan, and not just that. I am the head of the largest political force in this country. And I could not get a case registered against these 3 people who I know were involved with this. I know it. If in the investigation they turn out to be innocent, fine. But at least it's my right. They almost killed me. I mean, it was a death trap which I survived. So at least I should have the right. All the investigative agencies in Pakistan are under these 3 individuals. Now, how do I get justice when these 3 people are sitting up there? They're not going to allow justice. Since the shooting, the way the whole case has been handled, 20 minutes later, this guy appears and says, I shot him and I'm all alone. How did he appear on TV? Who brought him on television? The police is not allowed to, unless a proper investigation is done.
He discusses the current state of Pakistan's politics with shocking revelations and grave concerns.
They clamp down on journalists, they clamp down on media. One of our greatest, I have to say, one of the best investigative journalists in the world, Arshad Sharif, because he was exposing this regime change and this conspiracy, he was hounded out of Pakistan. His life was threatened. Eventually, they had him murdered in Kenya. They've tried to disqualify me. There were terrorism case against me. But social media. Now, this is something you can't control. So social media has raised the level of awareness. So it's my belief now, change cannot be stopped in Pakistan. We have 2 ways. This genie of public awareness cannot be put back in the bottle. Either it will go the ballot way, which is the peaceful way, a soft revolution, or it will take the other way and out of everyone's control.
He says holding elections 1 year from now could have severe consequences for the country.
Having elections at their own time does not bother me as a political party, because everyone knows we are growing. The party is growing by the day. But it's possible that we would reach a stage in Pakistan where it could become impossible to govern for everyone.
A forensic report into the assassination attempt is expected by today. Yaqut Tobias for CI Radio News.